Morning. So, yeah, latest news from Vancouver Island is a struggle. Um, yeah, it's been blatantly crazy. Um, I've been turned down by almost every single position out here. They're no longer looking for people as Christmas is right around the corner. All I've got is Uber Eats remaining. Um, both agencies have said forget it. Labor Unlimited said that they are so screwed for people. It's unbelievable because they don't have enough contracts anymore. And Rhino said the same thing. There's not enough contracts going around. So as a result, they got a lot of people that don't get in, and they have hundreds of people signing up every single day. Apparently Friday they only had about 50, and 200 people showed up. So 150 people had no work today, right? So it sucks. Right, but a lot of times these agencies are the way to go to get some kind of skill going on the direction that you want to go or possibly want to go, right? And that's why a lot of us do it that way. So that way, maybe, who knows, if you're on a contract, they might want to bring you on, right? Yeah, they said that ever since the new employment laws have come out federally and provincially, things have been sliding. And there are agencies, even in, I think it was in New West or whatever, that closed doors because they had no one going. And on top of with rents going up, right? Yeah. So I'm stuck with doing Uber for now. So if anything comes in, I'm going to have to make the sacrifice to do the best I can with it. I met some guys yesterday actually. They were at one of the stores, and they were saying how the one guy said he lost his job. Okay. And he almost lost his home, and he started doing gig work. He's strictly with Uber Eats, and he's pressing that match button every single time, whether he gets matched or not. And he said, that's my only income now until I retire. It's like, right? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, if you were smart, you'd leave. And he goes, make money that you can and get the hell out as you can. And he's like, go east or something, So, the thing is, you need the money to do that. And with the snow hitting the hills now, I know I got all weather tires on, but I'm not sure if, like the Coquihalla or any of those other routes would be safe for this vehicle to make that kind of a track with the way it's been working, right? So, because I've been having problems starting the vehicle in the morning. These vehicles do not like cold. Okay, every single time winter comes around, it struggles. And it was about sub-0 degrees last night. It's warmed up. It's been raining, right? But yeah, I had ice on my windows. So, but I know I got to keep on moving forward every single day, do the best I possibly can. My cell phone has not been paid, right? So I need the money for it, plain and simple. So I'm struggling that bad. I got it. The court thing on Wednesday. Again, what was that, 4 times in 2 months? And then I got on Thursday, I got a meeting regarding my resume. They want to take a look at it, see how obsolete it is and stuff, and what they think would be best for it and whatnot. And like, okay, no problem. There's a few things I probably could take off because it's not like I can get a reference for it anyway. It goes way back, like 14 years, right? It's a position that, quite frankly, I gained skills from it, but there's no way it's going to back me up. It's a situation in itself, right? So, so that's a possibility there too, right? So, I did take a look at their what they call is the dark market kind of thing, where it's positions where it's not advertised. And I was like, okay, that no, I don't have the skills for that. Doesn't say anything about training. The only one that popped up was a security position. Unfortunately, it was graveyards. Well, in this situation, you can't do graveyards. It has to be days or afternoons tops, right? Because during the day it gets busy. When you're going to get rest, right? So I can't do that. And it's not an excuse. And anyone who says it's an excuse, you will be off my channel because I'm in the middle of this and I'm the one who has experienced it. So, anyways, so My goal is going to have to be to look at going ahead and probably leaving the island after this week, okay, and hope for the best at the rate things are going. I got to get into communities where there's going to be potential, not this garbage where they say there's potential, but there isn't any. Okay, even the locals out here have said there is nothing. So, anyways, so I got Uber Eats active. It's almost 9 o'clock, and we'll see what happens. I have a fine feeling because it's Monday, it's gonna be a very, 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 very slow day. We'll see. Man, I'm doing a super slow run right now for Uber. Very, came in, why not do it, right? So, it's like $7.50, but we'll see what happens afterwards. There's always something hidden, right? So, but I have to keep myself going forward somehow. So, and yeah, I know it's always minus gas, wear and tear. I don't know how much longer this van's gonna last, but hey, I'm doing the best I can. So, there are like 3 or 4 people ahead of me. So, but I always put the stuff in the back. So, I'll see what I can do about activating the camera so I can show you guys what's going on. It's gonna be hard to see with this thing in the way though. I cover everything up. It's just my comfort zone. So, but, all right, let's wait to see how long this guy takes. All right, and that's to go through the side here. My van's been camperized, so I'll have to go through the side. This is the biggest one yet for me. But it's the way it goes, though. Were you guys busy yesterday?
I wasn't here yesterday.
Oh, no? Yeah, you too. All right, so this lady ordered a pretty, it looks like about $300 worth of stuff here. So hopefully my money goes from 7 up to like 70. So, all right. But at this time of the year, it's all about making sure everybody gets food, right? So, okay, I gotta plug that phone in and make sure it's gonna charge because I'm at 25% almost. Or that, or I'm doing 27%, very close. Okay, let's go. Well, apparently I'm at a school. Well, teachers had to come on and give the peace of mind because some kids were driving erratically. Holy smokes, was that bad? Oh, shoot. Take a photo. Okay. They sent out 30 students, right? Gave to customer. Yeah, literally, there was some a car of young girls that were driving like unreal. And they were making up excuses why they almost hit my van, and with the way that they were driving, and then they took off. And one of the teachers has said, let me deal with it. And I'm like, hey, you're the teacher, not me, man. But right in front of them, I even told them, knock it off, right? Because they came way too close to hitting someone. Why is my map not working properly? Press. There we go. What the hell is going on here? Ever since they had that sun flare happen, my phone's been on the freaking fritz. There was a massive sun flare that affected technology. But yeah, she brought out the whole class. So, anyways, we're going to try and get the hell out of here without getting hit. Anyways, had to bring my nerves down a little bit, but that poor teacher, I'm telling you. She told them 3 times, because they were just flooring it through the schoolyard and everything. And they did come close to my van. And I was like, I don't feel safe going back and forth here with the way that they're driving. And she's like, trust me, I'm going to have a word with them. Right? And then they skidded. It's like, there's no reason to be flooring the guys. You're just being a bunch of show-offs, right? Anyway, there was a $3 tip. But I think that it might get retracted, because I wasn't too impressed with that. Again, what the hell are, if 10 o'clock and they're not in class, or actually at the time it was like 9:45, it just, I don't know what the hell is up with the school system out here on the island, man, but it sure the hell doesn't look the same as in the lower mainland, out there, if you don't go to school, you're going to get suspended, right? But I really hope that they get reprimanded at that school, because they even put the teacher at risk too. And she could tell that I was not happy with I'm there to do a job, not to put myself at risk, right? But she sent the whole class down to get all the food, right? So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I've got to bring my nerves down from what I experienced there, because I've been that was just beyond ridiculous. All right, I know there's going to be probably something hidden in all these fees, but this one's a $7 one. Going back to the store. This time it's going to be going to a house instead of a school. So, but I'm only trying to get you guys videos, man. I can't give you guys what you guys really want right now. My survival is a lot more important. So anyways, we'll be there at the store in a few minutes. All right, so I got a few minutes to wait here. They were like, hey, you're back, because I'm over at Superstore again, all right? So it takes time, but I'm hoping this time around that it's not going to be the way it was before. Like, literally, man, like I just never seen anybody drive like that since I left the lower mainland. But yeah, the lady felt bad for me. So she's like, your first time here, and this is how you get I'm like, they're teenagers. They don't care. So, but anyways, I'm going to unplug my cell phone for now, and I'm going to wait for this person to come out. I'm trying to work on trying to make the monies bigger and bigger and bigger every single day. It's going to take time, right? Because my acceptance rate is low. Right, we're at only about 9 or 10 right now. So, but I've been finding that the more that I'm doing this and the higher acceptance rate, and the more I'm getting offers. Right, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3 ahead of me, so we could be here for about 15 minutes. I got some editing to do. Anyways, I just figured I'd stand up for a few minutes here. It's warming up a little bit out here, right? So, but. It's what a background, eh? Yeah, the staff here has been really good, right? So it's they let me pack the van the way I want to get packed. So, but you guys, eventually I'm going to be able to try and do camping and stuff like that. You got it, guys. If everything can work out financially by doing this, then maybe we can start making things happen, right? So, just bear with me. give the videos as much support and love that you guys can, because it comes down to you guys, right? So we are growing. I'm noticing the numbers. So everyone that is new, welcome to the channel. So I think I might hear the cart. Okay, so I got the order now. So I'm going to confirm it. Complete. The guy next to me actually is doing DoorDash. And he said that right now he's actually raking in, starts at, first thing when the store's open, goes right through till 8 o'clock at night. Claims he makes $300 a day. And he's driving an SUV, a 2024 SUV. He says it's a 4-cylinder. It's like an SUV that's a 4-cylinder? Never heard of it. So, all right, let's go. Whew. The rain just started coming in, just as I was getting that delivery finished. So, I think I could go up this way. Wow, is it ever coming down now? But yeah, that one came out to like 10:07. So $3 hidden tip. Well, it's 12:30. Orders have dropped off the face of the earth. And the map has gone from red down to light yellow, which means everything's dropping right off. I think everyone's going out is what it is, you know, get their shopping done and over with. So, give it a little bit longer until almost sundown anyway. You know, got nothing else much to do anyway, right? So, but you guys are going to have to be prepared. It'll probably be a lot more of this kind of stuff going on. I'll try and get some other shorts and everything, but I have another issue going on behind the scenes. Okay, that I have to get addressed, and it's going to be being addressed this week anyway. Yeah, so that's where things are at, but I'll give this a little while longer and see what happens. The sun starts to go down right around 3:30, so we don't really have much time. I don't do much driving at night. I have a hard time seeing lines at night because my headlights are dim, right? They're not the LEDs, right? So, or is it LEDs? I think it is. Anyways, they're not very bright, so I don't drive much at night because I can't see. So, and I also don't have my glasses. Anyways, until the further on next, I can't even talk straight. Until the next update. Well, I'm going to call it a day. It's just after 2:30, I think it is. No, it's going on 3. And nothing else is going on, you guys. It's a whopping $20 a day. I've been, you know, behind the scenes, I've been cold calling, trying to see if I can get my resume out there, or even if there was a place where I have to change up my clothes a little bit, because, you know, I could darken out the windows. And, you know, there's just nothing hiring. And I know one person said go out to Edmonton, right? But I don't have the money to get out to Edmonton for, you know, so I can't do that. It's a nice gesture though, but I can't take that kind of a risk. And I know people are saying job this, job that, job this, job that kind of thing, right? But what do I look at it is income this and income that. Okay, it's because there's way more, you know, ways of making income, but unfortunately I don't have the money to get there. Like, I got my website up and going, but there hasn't been any hits, even from the videos that I posted. Well, kind of expected, unless it's been the last couple of days. But you know, I got it on social media too, you know, and there's just nothing going on. So At least not yet, anyway. The website's very, 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 very new. So normally it takes about 6 months to get a sale, right? So, but I don't have 6 months at the rate things are going. So, anyways, I'm gonna get going, and we will see what happens in the near future. So, yeah, guess I'll talk to you guys later.